not work. I don't remember. I said I don't remember. Yeah, to that point. Here you go. I'll catch up obviously in a second. I said it will catch up in a second. The stream. So I've got some stats pulled up, numbers. See, so you got SAC, which is short accuracy, mid accuracy, deep accuracy, and then throw on the run. Yeah, my homeboy can't fucking throw shit deep. Is a problem. Because overall, he gives me the better chance. Now yeah, Lagway does. So change of direction, meaning when I take off running, how fast he can change directions. His running ability, so spin move, and then we've got juke move, and then we have carry. Carry is how often he's gonna fumble, so 88 for him means he's not gonna fumble a lot. In my offense, a lot. Like in an actual game, a lot. Now, for the most part, I do. Now, when I'm in practice mode, I just kind of run whatever the fuck they give to me. Now, in an actual game, yeah, I play to his strengths. Not for, yeah, not for lack of anything other than it was one of those games because, like I said, their guys were stuck to me like glue. Like I wasn't trying to force it deep, this, that, and the other. Because like I've got my receivers pulled up right now, and you're going to see their speeds and their acceleration, and their agility. Yeah, and then I'm going to go over to their route running. It's SRR, MRR, and DRR, and then their catch will be CTH. Mid 80s is really not bad. Like if you think in the grand term of things, right? Now for the most part, it's gonna be the top three. The problem is, this dude dropped 4 passes last game. My number one receiver. CTH. If I'm throwing in traffic, it's CIT. Spectacular catch is SPC. That's just more meaning like one-on-one. Hey, he's gonna go up and grab it with like one hand or whatever. Carry has nothing to do with the catching. That's gonna be after he's caught the ball. No, I don't. Um, so the carry will be, hey, you caught the ball and you started to make some yardage, and then they hit you and you fumbled. So it's still a catch, but now it's a turnover. Well, so for well, no, so and that's what I'm getting at is that would still be a complete pass, but it would be ruled as a fumble. I never even got to the completed pass part. It was either he dropped it and was never ruled a catch, or the defense was deflecting it. No, and that's what I'm saying. It's not. I can tell you that for a fact. There's a whole different like ball game after that. It doesn't like a fumble is not ruled a drop pass. It is a fumble. The the catch is the catch. Period. The carry has nothing to do with the other stats, the other five stats to the right of it. That's gonna be a whole different equation right there. Like to that point, I do know that much. I may not know the exact equation to catches, but I know carry has nothing to do with catching. Much like this release stat, RLS, you'll see it here in a second. A wide receiver. After, excuse me. So up until they catch, up until the point that they make a catch, they're just considered a receiver. So we're not worried about the carry stats at that point. Once they have the ball in their hand, then they are a ball carrier. Now the carry stat comes into play. Yeah, which I don't necessarily need that high on everybody. Like some dudes can make the catches in traffic, some can't. Right. Which correct. You are correct on that. Come on, line. Oh, there's absolutely people out there that have. I've seen them in the past. Right. Yeah. Yeah, no, to be honest, I haven't even looked up like Oregon's players. So I don't even know, and actually I'll go ahead and take a look at that. Because I don't know what I was actually up against. I just know I was up against the number one team in the country. I'm already done with the game. I need to move on from it, so it doesn't really like kill me either. Like if I were getting ready to play that game, yeah, that'd be something. Let's see. Yeah. Now, if you see low 80s, it's not really dog shit like that. That's quality. Don't get me wrong. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I haven't even got to the corners yet. Like I'm going through like their D line, then their linebackers, just to see where pressure was coming from. Now I'm getting to the corners, and they actually have a wow. Dear God. Okay, I understand now. Yeah, I'm at the corners now. The guys that were man to man against my receivers, yeah, I understand pretty well. I flat out got outplayed. Yeah. And just even looking at the MCV and the ZCV, zone and man coverage. Yeah, that. I had to play perfect, and they just played better. Yeah. They've got so much speed, which is why I was salivating to play these dudes. Okay. Yeah, well, a lot of that makes sense. Hopefully, I see them in the playoffs at the end of the year. And oh, here's the kicker, right? And this is real life, right? Nike's founder, and he still owns 20% of their company, is an Oregon Ducks alumni. Guess who just gave the Oregon Ducks full access to Nike's money for NIL deals? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean it's fucking Nike. So literally, Oregon has billions of dollars to just throw at recruits because he said, I want to see Oregon, my alma mater, win a national title in my lifetime. Uh, Not in a long time, if ever. They've always come so close. Like, again, if you were to look at this team in real life, you'd be like, that's the national championship team. And then they fucking choke. Combination of both. Always is. I mean, you can only prepare yourself so much, and then it's relying upon the players. Yep. Yeah. No, the Clemson team in the game currently, pretty fucking good. Whereas me, I'm coming off of 10 years of being down to try and get Florida back to where they should be. I do. No state income tax? What are you talking about? I don't want to deal with Texas heat. I'd rather deal with Florida humidity. Right. Yep, I feel you on that, man. I did training in Florida in the summer for the military, so yeah, I get it. Yeah, for me, as I get older, the heat, nah, dude, we good. Right. I might have to switch back to this other passing mode. So, a lot of settings, like especially, are very, very personalized. Um, oh, I mean, and there's a lot that I don't watch. Um, are you still in obviously watching, right? Okay, so I'm going to show you two different passing styles. Fuck, if I click the right thing. Oh, no, no, no. So you're going to see like a very noticeable difference. So what I've got right now for passing, when you catch up, um, is the new passing, which I'm debating going back to. Do what? Uh, no. you're going to see a little passing meter above my quarterback. So, as long as you're in blue, you're throwing an accurate pass. Yellow is still going to be semi-accurate, but has a chance to be off target. Red means higher chance of being off target. But you have a lot more control with it. With the meter, yes. Yeah, correct. And that's just, again, what I'm on. Like, if I hit that in the blue, again, more accurate. The problem I have with it is because I feel like I have a lot less control on over whether it's a bullet pass, a touch pass, or like just air it out. Now I'm going to switch back to the other type I've been using, which is classic passing. Right. Yeah. No, no, and I get all that, and I kind of already knew all that. And after last game, that's where I'm really questioning myself. Because of the amount of pass deflections that I had and not being able to throw receivers open, meaning all those drop passes, some of those were due to like the corner just being right on their fucking ass. And me throwing bullet passes in there versus trying to throw it a little more out and making them go make a play. Depends on the pass, yes. Alright, let me know when you're where I'm just showing my play art. I'm gonna sit there for a second. Right. Yeah, because the old style does definitely like just all it is pure stats. So like you can influence it to an extent. Like if I'm holding left on a guy streaking downfield, he's gonna push it a little more left. I'm holding right, he's gonna push it a little more to the right. But with the new style, like yeah, you can definitely like feel the difference. Operation Forum or Sports. Yep. Yeah, 100%. That is the be all end all for the community right there. Right. That's the same website we were using 10, 11 years ago for rosters and sliders, and years before that. Yep. Yeah, and I think I'm kind of at a point like, don't get me wrong, like I switched back to the classic last season because that's what I knew. But I'm also not saying like there was anything wrong with the new style of passing. Like it's great, it's good. It was oh no, 100% does, which is why I'm in practice mode now running that because I'm not the guy that's playing this casual. I'm here competing for championships. I want to be good. I want to be top. Well, doing exactly what we're doing is exactly how we got to the point that we were at. Like, yeah, like this dude is one of the dudes. Like that was the reason. Like him and I got to the point that we were. Like, cause it's not just a game. Like there is bragging rights. Like you're looking to do everything you can to one up the other. Yep, you're good. switch. Just bathroom real quick. Right. Back to... What's that? Who? Oh yeah. Nobody open there. You're talking about that out route, right? Like where he went up like 5 yards and straight out to the sidelines. See, that's the problem because under the other passing, they deflect that. Now, yes, because I switched to the revamped. It really is. Like it's a lot. Like year one, sure, getting back into the full groove of things, yeah, classic made sense. But now that I'm back and I've got it on paper a better team, in my opinion. Um, yeah, like, hey, what's Oh, look at that. That's ooh. Ooh. You'll see that here in a second. It's a 15-yard out route. Toe taps that shit on the sideline. You might have missed it then. Oh. That was probably the one. Ooh, that's a bad throw. Bad throw right there. I should never have thrown that in reality. Probably would not have thrown that in the game. Take that. Correct. Correct. I would say yellow would be 60 to 75. And then, yeah. Because 60 is typically your low average for a quarterback. I'm full and well aware. Definitely a huge XCOM player. Yep. Oh no, from a player perspective, you're right. I would look at it that way. Just given the real probable percentages. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And you drop that, you motherfucker. Yep. QB fault. QB, 100%. Like, it's still taking the QB's stats into account. Um, but it just gives you that little bit more of control. It's okay, that's a safe throw from what I thought was a good throw. go, motherfucker. Let's go. Yeah, his short mid-range, fucking phenomenal. So my playbook is designed in such a way that no matter what personnel I have, I can run it a certain way. Now, yes, in practice, I'm just going random plays, so yeah, it's going to just pick out whatever. Right. Oh, dirty. Absolutely dirty. Sorry, go on, go on. Go on. Right. Right. Yeah, absolutely. On, then the accuracy drops significantly. So in actual games, I shy away from those routes because I know my quarterback can't make those reliably. Now there are times you have to absolutely do what? Oh, this is the playbook. Um, choose new play. So the playbook is very much designed around that shit, like for sure. I've got a lot of shotgun and pistol, which is you don't really need to understand that, but you're going to see the intermediate to mid-range routes, and then a lot of option routes, a lot of running stuff. The red is the quote unquote primary receiver on that route. Not necessarily who you want to throw it to, but that's your quote unquote number one read. Yes and no. Um, yeah, and that's why I was getting ready to elaborate. Like, I say that from a football standpoint versus you just looking at routes. Like, I understand what I'm looking at, and there's options there for sure. Because understand, yeah. So like the screen I'm paused on right now, the middle play is called PA wheelies. That's play action wheelies. So what that means is the quarterback's going to fake a handoff to the running back as the receivers are running these routes. Yes and no. His accuracy is low. It doesn't mean he can't complete it. Yep. Right. To that last statement, you are correct. Now, to bring it into perspective and show you the actual football side of it, on average, you have about 2.5 to 3 seconds to throw the ball. 10 seconds is a lifetime. So all of this is happening very rapidly. So, correct. On average, I have to hit them. So like the red one, when he breaks up, that's where I gotta hit him. The underneath route, right? Now again, I make the statement: this playbook is designed so no matter what personnel I have, I can run it. That doesn't mean I'm gonna. It's going to be run in very, very different ways. Like this quarterback may not be able to run that play reliably, but if I get a guy with good deep accuracy and get a good offensive line to protect me, I can run this play in a very different way than what I can run it currently. Because currently, my number one option on that is the guy that's standing next to me, the underneath route, my check down. Yeah. My number two route is actually going to be the far left wide receiver. And that's just the reason you say that is just a difference of understanding of it. Because the time it's going to take him to get to that peak and make that cut is actually about a second and a half. And I'll know at that point, like, whether I can throw it to him or not. So here's the beauty. You don't have to imagine. I'll just run it. X, select that. It's any random defense. Alright, so I said, now I've got the play call screen pulled up. X is my primary. And I told you square is probably more than likely my number two. Circle. Yeah, R1, don't even worry about R1. It's going to go X, square, circle, triangle. It's going to bounce back and forth. Ooh, bad pass. I got hit when I threw that one. And now I've got 3 straight touchdowns. Come on. Ah, bad read. I didn't see that dude on the fucking right. Get out of here. Got fucking drilled. Unfortunately, you don't make the right reads all the time. Yeah, but you see what I was talking about, because I told you the 2 primary routes, and if you watch all the other 2 routes, you see what I'm talking about. Like, I understand where they're not open. So yeah, again, that's just one of those. I see it because I played football for a long time and I understand football. And I get why you say it from a non having played it. Oh wow, I don't know how I completed that. But again, so to culminate with that, because Square is a stud wide receiver. That's also why I said that. Because I know he can beat a lot of coverages. Yep. Circle. It's because of that safety help over the top. There's, if there's no safety help, number one, the defense is already fucked up at that point. At least from my perspective. I always run safety help over the top. Yep. So so the beauty of it is with this, when you're on defense, you can tell you're like if you know it's a pass, like or think it's a pass, right? You can tell your defense to look for the pass inside, outside, over the top, or underneath. So underneath will be anything 7.5 yards and closer to where the ball is spotted. Yes. So in this case, I would tell my defense, look for everything outside. I am not worried about the middle of the field whatsoever at this point. Because the only route that can beat you on the middle is square. Correct. Because at that point he has gone to the outside and he has given up. Yep. It is a game of inches. Like if I gain 1 or 2 yards on a play, a run play, yeah, I gain yards. Ideally, you gain 3 yards per play on a run play. Because if you take the averages, the law of averages, 3 yards per play, after 3 plays, that's 9 yards. Another 3 yards, I've got a first down. Yeah, 10 yards is a first down. Law of averages applies. But the passing game, a lot more difficult. You're looking at what coverages you're dealing with, this, that, and the other, and what pressures come in. So like typically, and I'll pause here where I'm at for a second. Typically where my eyes are, the middle linebacker, the one with an M above his head, my eyes are right where the M is. I want to watch where the two guys behind him go. If one crashes down and one crashes up, that tells me I have cover 3, which means 3 guys are going deep. If both of those dudes go deep, that means I have cover 2. That means they have to split the field from those hash marks. That means I have open space to work with. Right. So it'll typically. So the three deep, one of those two guys that are up and to the left and up and to the right of him, one of those will drop deep. Correct. The two furthest outside guys will also drop deep. That is yes. No, 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 no. Left and to the right. The, yeah. So that means you have three deep. Now if you have cover two, and I can actually show you that. Whatever. Random play. Alright, so tell me when you can see my cover three sky. Yeah. Well, it'll go back. I realize I moved. So you see the two furthest outside guys both drop deep, and one of the two interior guys that were deep, one of them drops deep. The other one drops short. Yeah, so look at the X's are the initial spot where they are lined up. So the two yellows, they're actually lined up underneath where they drop to. Well, I'm talking about this color of the circles. The X's are all white. Don't know why it's doing that. Right. So focus on the play on the far left then. So the two yellow circles, yeah, they drop deep, but they're closer to the line of scrimmage, and they dropped about to 7.5 yards. The safety starts at 7.5 yards and drops to 10, and the other safety stays basically where he's at, but he drifts out to the right side. That's the cover three. Basically, one of the safeties, one of the two guys you rely on to cover over the top, drops deep, one drops shallow. Yeah. And it will shift depending on your alignment. Now, if we look at the Tampa 2, which you'll see here in a second, both of the safeties stay deep. And everybody else is across the middle, basically. So that means I have a lot more opportunities. Like if I send 3 or 4 guys deep, they're relying on only 2 guys to cover them. So that's where you have to watch the 2 deepest guys and see what they do. Does only one drop deep, or do both drop deep? Right? And that might be due to alcohol, because I know if I were trying to learn this at the state I'm at, I probably wouldn't understand either. So basically, Yeah, and it gets even more complex than that. It really does. Um, yeah. So that Tampa 2, basically, I'm telling my team, hey, anything 5 yards and shorter, I want you to cover, but I want you to drop at least 5 yards. At, no, 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 no. My defensive line is all doing what they are supposed to do. So you see the four red arrows at the bottom? Yeah, they are all trying to get to the quarterback. All right. Correct. Yes. Now the two light blue corners, or two light blue circles. Yeah, teal, light blue, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, they are corners. They are sitting at yeah, they are sitting at 5 yards. That means they are watching everything underneath of 5 yards or anything up to 7.5 yards. The gray circles are watching everything from 5 yards to everything to about 8 yards. The yellow circle is obviously splitting them, and they're watching everything from 7.5 to about 9. And then the dark blue circles are supposed to watch everything deep, but there is a gap. It's more significant than what it shows in the picture. So basically, if you send three wide receivers deep, one to the left, one to the right, one towards the middle, it's going to make those dudes pick. Because they can only cover two of those at the end of the day. Because there's only two of them. So that's why it's important to watch. If they both drop back and the corners stay shallow, the meaning the teal circles stay short, then one of those three is going to be wide open. I right, and I get it. And again, because I'm trying to teach other people this stuff, uh, this is actually useful for me because I'm trying to figure out how to teach things that are automatic to me at this point after 20 plus years. Hey, dog, guess what? Most of the people I'm teaching think they have a clue about football, but actually have no fucking clue. So they are literally in the same boat that you are. Yeah, it's just yeah. Battery. Sometimes you lock onto a guy, and because of what you see pre-snap, and you watch it and you make the fucking throw. 30. Absolutely dirty. I don't even know what play that was, and I wish I did. I wish I knew what fucking play that was. Because I only know one double pass in my playbook. Yeah. Wow. What the fuck was that? You motherfucker. If that were a game, I'm pulling your ass. Dude, drop a wide open pass. Like, wide the fuck open. I know. Just don't care. I don't know, I just don't give a fuck about my job. For as sad as it is, like, because it's not a reflection of who I am. I don't give a fuck. My work ain't following a fucking sports channel YouTube. Like, get the fuck out of here. If they are, oh, again, still for this topic, don't care. I mean, that's fair. You ain't responsible for any decision I make.